Hey, we're back. Coon Prairie Ramblers, yeah. We're here. We're confabulating. What else are we doing?
Mind meandering.
I'm just sitting here. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? KC, I was thinking here, what you describing them biscuits, KC?
What biscuit?
You could write a book
On biscuits?
on tasting a biscuit.
Really?
I'm thinking, now what else can it was a little bit too soft.
A whole book?
Kind of crust, just the right amount of crust on the outside, of just the perfect brownness.
Well, biscuits is a whole another story. Now, let me tell you why we were talking about
Is that
biscuits. Wait a minute. Let's back up.
Is that a pretty serious subject?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
It is in the South.
Yes.
I don't know where you from.
And let's back up.
Okay.
We were talking about biscuits because of a new recipe we tried out.
Yes.
And the recipe is for casserole. It has a bottom of the casserole dish lined with, y'all can't see me waving my hands, but I'm waving my hands like biscuits.
Waving the hands.
Imagine that. If
Waving the hands.
Spreading out something on the bottom of the casserole.
Biscuits are covered on
Start spreading that dough.
of a buttered,
We're
it
eating
said
today.
grease, but we buttered the bottom of a casserole.
Ow.
And put the biscuits in there that have been dipped into this mixture of butter and ranch dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a savory monkey bread.
Ooh.
And so you put it in the bottom of that, and then you put this rotisserie chicken that you have shredded, and then you put it in
What?
rotisserie chicken that you shredded.
I thought we were talking about biscuits.
Well, we are. But
It's
we're
a
going
recipe.
back. You got to go.
Okay.
You got to stay with me here. Stay
Okay,
with me.
okay.
Okay. Follow me.
I'm going to laser in like a laser. Focus
Okay.
in like a laser beam.
And then you put this layer of chicken that's been doused in ranch dressing,
Mm-hmm.
and then covered with salsa, and then covered with cheese, and then covered with
Mercy.
little bits of bacon, and you put it in the oven and bake it. Well, the only thing you're really doing, because everything's already cooked, so the only thing you're really doing is baking those biscuits so they'll be nice. And it's kind of tricky because you got to get it to where the inside done and the outside's not overcooked. So, and we probably could have cooked it for just a hair longer, but it's one of those recipes when you try it, you're thinking, man, covered dish. This would be perfect for a covered dish, perfect for a Wednesday night supper at church, I mean, it was so good. It was good.
They sound like they're a meal unto themselves.
They were. Well, that's all we ate. We didn't eat it. But the biscuits, back to the biscuits.
Yeah.
Biscuits is a glorious thing. Mm-hmm. And not everybody can make a good
That is
biscuit.
so true.
And here's the trouble I have. Here we are living in, and I say this in loving, a redneck town. Mm-hmm. I mean, what is this?
Oh, yeah.
It is a redneck town.
Oh, yeah. I can
With
I can
a
feel
spattering,
the love. I can feel
a
it.
spattering of other people, but
Yeah.
Yankees
I
and
think
other
this
foreigners.
was
is what you
founded
mean.
on redneck values.
Yeah.
And there is not a restaurant in Arcadia that has a good biscuit. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's a fact.
That's a challenge to all you
yeah.
restaurateurs out there.
Exactly. If you got a restaurant and you think you can make a biscuit, you call to WFLN and you tell them that you want the Coon Prairie Ramblers to come down and try out your sausage gravy on a biscuit, because I ain't had none in Arcadia. It's any
Luke,
good.
do you think that Angela's could rise to the occasion? Although I know it's
Who is Los Angeles?
Angela's
La Angelina.
Cafe Italiano. I never heard of any Italian biscuits.
That's like
Italians do
no,
biscuits?
that's a
But the thing
sacrilege.
is-
That's a sacrilege.
But the thing is, they're
good,
They came down.
You do garlic
She
bread.
came down and spoke to us personally, or
Purposefully and personally.
Roy Smott, and I think the rest of us, and invited us this Friday for shrimp and grits, right?
Royce done talked her into putting something on the menu.
So she is going to try to operate outside the box, because she said she's from New York and she knows nothing about grits, but she has a cook that possibly does.
All right.
A chef. And
So-
he's got a
Heard it here
special
first.
recipe.
And now you're saying that you think that they could also rise
If
to
they
the
can do
occasion,
that-
no pun
if they
intended,
have-
and make a good biscuit.
The integrity and the wherewithal, and to try to come down and to please a certain group of people, and we are a particular group of people
Very
You
peculiar.
say peculiar or
particular?
particular?
yeah,
Very peculiar.
in a predicament.
That
Yeah.
too.
But, you know, the weird thing about a biscuit is it's a very simple thing. Extremely simple.
You know what?
And people try to do it and work it too much.
Yeah.
You have to use a KISS method. You know what the KISS
That's
method
right.
is?
Keep it simple,
Stupid.
stupid.
Yeah, so you use the KISS
Keep
method.
it-
And you
it's
don't,
not keep it
you
stupid
don't
simple.
handle it any more than you have to.
Yeah.
If you keep working it, you'll
Work
toughen
it to
those
death.
biscuits
Like a
up.
pie dough.
Exactly.
Like a
Don't
pie dough.
overwork that biscuit.
That's right.
I've seen people talk about doing this and beating them.
I've had biscuits where you could just flake off the layers.
Well, yeah, that's not a real. That's
not a-
That's a canned biscuit.
That's not the biscuit.
That's
that
a
you're talking
Pillsbury.
about?
You're talking about a Pillsbury canned.
Yeah, I
I know,
think
you know
so.
what? I'd be willing to bet you that you ain't never had a real good homemade biscuit.
Well, you
have you?
Ooh, you fall in love with
Will
it.
you guys make me a biscuit and invite me over?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what
But-
we ought to do. Let's issue a challenge to all the restaurants in Arcadia to come together
A biscuit
for a
hoedown.
bodacious biscuit throwdown.
Throw
The
down.
Coon Prairie Ramblers will be
We'll be the
judges.
judges. We'll be the
The
judges.
throwdowns is the ones that don't work. You throw them down on the ground.
Ones
right?
that don't rise.
Yeah.
You throw at people, but you want to have some
you know-
butter and some guava jelly. I'll show you
And-
what to do with a biscuit.
I think about cooking sometimes, and I, in my own opinion, I'm a good cook. I'm not a chef, but I'm a good cook, and I can make a good biscuit. But there's a difference between making a good biscuit for me and my wife, or me and the family, just a handful of people,
Yeah.
to sit down and eat at that one particular moment,
Right.
and cooking biscuits for a large group over a period of time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole lot of different, and I don't know that I could do that.
Yeah, you got to get that consistency just right.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't
I
wanna
mean,
do
if
it
I had
in
to sit down and make
volume.
100 biscuits for a bunch of people, that might be a whole different story. So
That would take
I'll
some
give
practice
I'll
to
give
get
them that.
like
That
you
it's a
want.
different thing. But most of the biscuits I've had around here are just. I mean, they're just. I wouldn't even. They don't even deserve to be called a biscuit.
You save them, take them home, throw them at cats that
I'm
wander up in
starting
your
to
yard.
feel ashamed of Arcadia if they got that many bad biscuits.
Yeah, they have. As a
And all
matter of
them
fact, the best biscuit you can get is go to McDonald's.
Really?
Really?
That's
So
sad.
if you're not going to get one at the house, and that is sad.
Oh.
Nothing against McDonald's, but McDonald's got good biscuits.
Huh. You want to stop on the way back?
Popeye's got a good biscuit too.
Popeyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a chain restaurant, and they can
Yeah.
do it. You think these little home mom and pop places would
Exactly.
have the very best? Melt
You
them
would
out.
How are
think
we
so.
going to get this message yet? We've got something going here. We're going to have a biscuit throwdown, huh?
Yeah.
That's
And the other
right.
thing is sausage gravy. And I know that sausage gravy, they couldn't cook it at a restaurant like I do at the house
Man, I'm starting
and
to
make
starve.
money off of it, because mine has got so much sausage in there, they would have to charge you an arm and a leg
Yeah.
and a firstborn child for a plate of biscuits and gravy. But still, that just I've never had any really good sausage and gravy either.
My daughter made some yesterday for lunch. It was pretty good. I don't know her
Well,
recipe.
I'm saying, yeah, home cooked.
Right. But that was pretty good. But my other daughter, see, we bring different things together for a big Sunday dinner. My youngest daughter, she found in the store, you like them sweet Hawaiian rolls?
Yeah.
They got a jalapeno in them now.
Yeah, you told me about
I
that.
tried that yesterday, and I
Make
said,
you
"Oh
wanna
my
slap
goodness,
somebody?
what you talking about? Give me that little butter. I'll eat a whole package of them suckers. They are mighty fine, mighty fine."
Well, I'm a son of a biscuit eater. I'm actually the son of a son of a son of a biscuit eater.
Well, we almost had to beat
We go
that one out.
we go back several generations.
Yeah.
Biscuit eater from way on back.
Yeah, I mean it's really it's ingrained in me.
Man, I got to have me a biscuit.
You
now.
know, and my mother's family was from Oklahoma. They didn't know what white sliced bread was. I'm
Yeah.
serious. They did not
you
know.
go.
I never saw a loaf of white bread in
Yeah.
that house. And every meal, you either had cornbread,
Yeah.
rolls, you had biscuits, you had something like that to eat. And
And I will go on record and say that you can buy them frozen Mrs. Bs biscuits in the store, and they'll taste better than any biscuits you can find in this town.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah, there's no doubt.
No
There's
doubt.
no doubt.
They
No
taste
doubt.
almost
No
like
doubt.
grandma, yeah.
Hear that, Arcadia?
Miss B's
Yeah.
biscuit. You make
Miss
them, and
B's.
you'll have the best
Miss
biscuit.
B's. They got good.
We come
but
back in a couple.
Miss B's going to pay for an advertisement, so we got to go.
See ya.